Can't seem to center myself. But I like that angle for some reason. Never mind. Where do I begin? Ah, yes. You've hiccuped into Palm Swipes After, a farting soccer player about the latest episode of Mom Swipes Left, a podcast with two middle aged women who are getting stupider and just don't give a fuck. This is episode 42. 42, The Meaning of Life, nerd. About MSL episode 181. I'm your host, Pomme de Terre. The ladies started out with a sad letter from Sad Ken, who apparently writes letters. How sad is that? But the focus of the episode was on a visit with Rachel and Laura, the 20 and 30 something hosts of the Impolite Society podcast, who were nice enough to slum on Mom Swipes Left this week, giving up their high quality sound and production value for more, what do we call it? It's an earthy tone, I'd say. Robust, precocious, yet I don't know. So I was trying to think of what Jen and Carol would be if they are not polite society and they're not impolite society. Would they be imprecise society because they get so much just wrong? The Gen X versus Millennial team quiz, I just have to say, I kicked ass on this. And I don't know why they didn't all do better, because quite frankly, the Millennials have access to all the information ever in the history of time, and the Gen Xers, I'm sorry, you lived through it. And I know meaningless stuff just goes out of your head, but you knew this shit. You had the ollie on the sheep. I think you should have gotten part credit for that anyway. My biggest takeaway, I think, from the quiz was the very sad news that Carol subscribed to Highlights magazine as a kid. Talk about nerd. Couldn't have just read it in the dentist's office waiting room like it was meant to be? And I've been trying to decide which of you would be Goofus and which would be Gallant. It seems most likely that Jen would be Goofus and Carol would be Gallant, but the truth is that you're both Goofus. I don't think butter was ever actually a slang term. If don't, nothing there. Notable news. I had a few questions about whether Jen's mother's licorice thong might come in weed gummy flavor now. Have to ask Sharon, I guess. It's good to know that Jen is not a pro shooting up the school person. And they've solved the whole mass shooting problem. All we have to do is have Joe Schmo stop the other Joe Schmo, because the only thing that can stop a Joe Schmo with a gun is a Joe Schmo who rats on the Joe Schmo with a gun. Don't drop the potato. I don't know why I put that down and what the context was, so never mind. I'm going to say yes to the MSL branded homeless jeans. pre-urine stained and soaked for you. I'm not sure about the whole weed being too strong thing. I'd say we will know that weed is too strong when fifth graders start laser beaming each other's penises off in the classroom. Yes, because I'm saying that the dope would give them the power to shoot laser beams out of their eyes. That's how you know it's too strong. I'm not sure if I would lean toward cleaver, an electric knife, or scissors to cut off a penis. I think a single chop would be preferable. It's interesting to hear that dolphin blowholes are the glory hole of the animal kingdom. Although I didn't hear about anybody else sticking their penises in dolphin blowholes, only other dolphins. And I didn't know about prehensile penises. That's an interesting little fact. Thank you, Mom Swipes Left, as always, for being so informational. Is informational a word? And that is all I have to say. Great show. See you next week.